In 3, 2, I've been recording this whole thing.
Wow.
I deceived you.
Yeah, I've been bamboozled.
So welcome back to the Sticky Bandits. My name's Andrew.
My name's Luke. What's going on?
Lots going on, actually. This has been a very unexpected but busy weekend in the Helldivers world. So, in case you weren't aware, I'm sure you are, we got a big announcement dropped at the Game Awards after Helldivers 2 collected a couple of really cool wins. But they decided that was a good time to drop the Illuminate on us.
John Helldiver himself came out and made the announcement.
He sure did. It was kind of fun to see him like in person there, because immediately it was just like the DiCaprio meme, like, hey! That's the guy. That's John.
That's the guy. He's the guy of all time.
He is the guy of all time. So we were watching the Game Awards live, and immediately after that, we jumped into Calypso to see what it was all about.
And boy, were we very, very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I mean, Arrow has been like so up and down with patches, but this one seemed like it was really good. I guess we can just start by talking about the aliens themselves. They play a lot differently than what I was imagining.
Yeah, they have like a little horde unit that kind of like function like space zombies, similar to like the Flood in Halo. They just kind of swarm you. And then they have like these armored like troopers that like preside over them. And then they've got the War of the Worlds like tripod thing going on, which is really cool.
I mean, we'll learn what their actual names are eventually, but for the moment, it's just been like
the Harvester is the tripod. I knew that one.
And the Covenant Elites and the tripods. Like, I don't know what the hell their names are, and I kind of don't care.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a lore guy.
But something that I noticed after all of our fighting is that the Voteless, which is actually such a hilarious name, but there's the little horde zombie dudes. There is so many variations that they've put into the animations on those guys.
Yeah. It's fun to mow them down, even just to see how they die. Yeah. Like
I've seen clips, and I finally got one myself of them like saluting when they die. And that's hilarious.
Like doing the Helldiver salute.
Yeah, exactly. They just have a lot of they just have a lot of moving parts to them. I think they've been a little underappreciated by the community at large, because they are just kind of it just seems like they were very meticulously and lovingly designed, because if you shoot their legs off, they'll like crawl after you.
Yeah, they're like crawler zombies from COD Zombies. It's scary, dude.
Seem to have a lot of animations in them, which I think is a lot of fun.
I agree. It has changed the game up so much, and I think you said it the other night. If this is the last faction we get, the game is never going to feel this fresh ever again. Like, that's how awesome this update was.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Like, I wasn't expecting the horde aspect of it. I was expecting the overseers, is that what they're called?
I think the elites. The guys with the batons that shoot things.
Yeah. I mean, they have a couple of variations on them too, which is kind of fun. There's
the jet troopers,
and they have a couple of different weapons. But because I was expecting those guys for sure, and they play very similarly to how I would imagine. They're really similar to the Halo elites, but I wasn't expecting the horde aspect of it, and like, because of that, like, machine guns really seem like they do quite well, because that's going against
literally sorry, I'm talking over you. Go ahead.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Which is it's been cool, because the machine guns aren't particularly strong outside of that, so it's nice that they've created an interesting and challenging set of enemies that benefit from going at them with those kinds of weapons.
Machine guns are my favorite in this game. I've said it before. Killing chaff is the best, but they're also effective at killing like the elite enemies. The only thing that they struggle against are the tripods.
Yeah, the tripods. We're still
They're
trying
tanky.
to figure out how those work, but that's part of the fun.
Exactly.
I guess we can talk about
lead into my next point that got my blood boiling today. My goodness, it was unreasonable how angry this made me.
Luke calls me up and he was like, "Hey, we need to make a video. We need to talk about the Illuminate patch." And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'm down." Like I wasn't planning on doing that, but Luke was just so charged up about all the other Illuminate videos that he's been seeing and just how frustrating they feel.
Holy, like I asked, you were at your computer at the time when I called you, and you went to your subscriptions tab, and I think it was like 5 or 6 videos in a row. We're all talking about, this is the best loadout that you should be using against the Illuminate. Here's a tier list for the Illuminate. Like, stop making videos like that. They're not interesting.
I mean, they're interesting to somebody, I guess. Like, because I think,
why would you want a shortcut on figuring out what's good instead of just trying stuff? That's the fun of the game.
Yeah.
And it takes all the mystery out of it. You have these guys that never leave their computers, that have all day to just pump this shit out, and it's taking away from the discovery. And they're like, "Oh, this is really good against these people. I remember that, and take that next time, and let me try this out. This was really cool." No, they've taken all the mystery out of it.
Yeah,
and it infuriates me.
For how fresh the game was feeling, we just were jumping into every new mission, just trying a bunch of different stuff, all 4 of us. Just does this work? Does this work? Does this work? And that was fun. Sometimes you got stuff that just did not work, and it just led to panic, where you had to improvise or pick something else up, or your
teammate hey, this is working, take this.
Yeah, exactly. Call me in an extra machine gun because I brought a quasar, and that doesn't seem to do so well.
It's not very good.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just the discovery part of it is the funnest part, and I'm really excited to see what they start doing when they roll out more units, because at the moment I think we've only got technically 3, right?
The voteless, the elites, the observe, and then you have the observer thing that can call in players.
The observer things, the guilty spark.
Yeah, the dude, this whole faction feels like a Halo game. It's great.
It really
I think that's why I love it so much.
Well, and I've had a couple people push back on me on that, oh, it's not really like Halo, and I'm like, it's totally Halo, because you've got the elites,
it totally is.
You've got the flood, you've got guilty spark, and you've got the walking tripod things,
the scarab
which are
thing,
baby scarabs.
Yeah,
it's totally Halo.
Yeah, it's totally Halo.
We might have to bump up the Master Chief build video, because...
Ooh, I'm excited for that. I hope it's good against these guys. But that's all part of the discovery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just seeing what's fun. And I think
Weird
that's what
how
separates
that works
our videos from a lot of other ones. It's everybody else is this is the most effective thing, and whereas we're just this is just stupid and fun and silly.
Embrace the role playness of it, guys. You'll have a ton of fun.
How many people have been telling, the sentiment that I get from a lot of people is, especially early on, is that they burnt themselves out on this game because they played it for
literally every day.
Yeah, just every day, and just played it. And the thing is if you're at that point, you need to figure out ways to change up the game for yourself. If you're playing on level 10 and you just have your one loadout that you always do because it's the most effective. This is the top tier everything. That gets boring really fast.
And also, frankly, you're boring to play with.
We've been having so much fun with the themed builds, and not all of them are particularly good or effective.
No,
but that's
they're just silly, and they make you play a different type of way, and that's what's interesting.
Mm-hmm. The medic video has been doing really well, and it's
popped off, man. I didn't think it would.
It's the most different way I've ever played the game, because you really do have to just follow somebody around like a sad puppy. Because that's how you're most effective with that.
You're protecting each other, right? Just in different ways.
Yeah.
One of them shoots everything around you, and every other one just heals you.
Yeah, exactly. For as little teamwork as you have to do in this game, it's fun to force yourself to have to rely on your teammates.
Yeah, but when you see videos that are the best solo loadout for Super Helldive, doing it by yourself, it's just you guys are so boring. That's never been impressive. Nobody has ever wanted to come to your house and blow you because you beat Super Helldive on a mission by yourself. Nobody gives a shit.
They probably stink because they're so sweaty in a PvE game.
Yeah, in a PvE game. That's the biggest cherry on top of this.
Something that I think and I think we've talked about this ages and ages ago, but streaming has kind of, like, in competitiveness, has kind of destroyed the heart of video games, which is to just have fun.
That's
like
very true.
Games, and when you're, engaging in the activity, we call it play because it's fun, and it doesn't have to have a point, and you don't have to win. It's like, ugh, kind of gross.
Yeah, it makes you feel gross even just talking about it.
Yeah,
I feel
I
dirty.
guess that's probably why you like guys like Queso so much, because he is literally just having fun.
Dude is just vibing out in his, I don't know if it's his living room or something he streams in, but
Doesn't he stream from a Burger King?
Aha!
Got him.
I'm gonna need some hammocks for all the shade that you're throwing out here. But yeah, I think Queso is the embodiment of what gaming should be. Just playing stuff because it's fun and for the hell of it.
Yeah.
That dude is bringing back casualness to gaming, and I love it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the heart
Not a spreadsheet and telling you all the numbers and the breakpoints exactly. That's freaking boring.
Yeah. Mr. Thick Fillet with his spreadsheet. And the TTK for Chargers is just too high. No, his voice is more like, okay, Helldivers.
He's like the kid that in class that likes to push his glasses up and say, actually.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a great person outside of his YouTube videos, but in his YouTube videos, he is insufferable.
Yeah. I really liked watching him early on, but it just got old so fast because, I don't know, it's just not that interesting.
You just don't care about numbers.
No, like...
Just go play the game.
You know what I have a spreadsheet of? Our goofy themed builds.
Yeah, because those are funny. And they don't have numbers on them. They just have...
Oh, yeah, it's just like this and this and this together. It's, I don't know, just goofy fun.
Yeah. We're hating on your videos, not you.
He's never going to watch this.
No, he's never going to watch it, but still.
And nobody's going to watch this.
Make your videos more interesting and fun, because right now they're insufferable and stupid, and I hate them.
Here's the counter argument, though, is that as little entertainment or informational or just value in general that you and I get out of those videos, they do numbers. The community likes those, but the community also likes to complain how nobody's making good Helldivers content. I've seen that.
Yeah, it's because they all watch those videos like in their bathrooms because they're too afraid to see if anybody watches them, like sees them watching those videos, like some kid watching porn in the bathroom. There's shame in it.
Well, we're doing our damnedest to make fun Helldivers content. It's hard to dedicate that much time to it because it takes, I don't know, 10 to 12 hours to do one of those build videos, and I've got so much other stuff going on. Like, it's a lot of effort to put in those.
If we just had unlimited time,
if they don't do very good numbers, then it's like...
That's discouraging.
Yeah, it's not only discouraging, but it's like, if nobody's going to see this, then, like... I mean, I have fun making them, but...
And I watch them.
I don't know. There I am being a hypocrite. Just do it for fun. Yeah. Everything's... Well, making videos is frankly a little bit about making money, because it's work.
A little bit. But as long as you're enjoying it, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
Yeah. Exactly.
Circling back to, we need to also talk about the maps, because those were another big part of the
my gosh, urban environments are we've been asking for it for a long time.
Yes.
And we never thought it was going to happen, and it's here, and it's every bit as good as you thought it could be.
Yeah, like I was surprised how much it changes up the game just to have some different scenery.
Not only that, but like corridors and like fighting on streets, and even you can like jetpack up to rooftops, and like it just offers so many different gameplay possibilities, and that's what's cool.
And I do think that they've done a really good job of like tucking all of the POIs into it and just like kind of integrating it all together. It feels a lot more seamless than like, all right, here's a trailer out in the middle of nowhere, and this is trailer number 6 that you've seen a million times, and so you can just run straight to where the rare samples are. So it's like been nice to like, okay, this is totally different. It doesn't look like it sticks out of the environment so much like a lot of the POIs on the like more barren maps can feel. Like really, really happy with the design of the urban maps.
I'm gonna be honest though, I haven't been looking for POIs.
I haven't either. We don't really have a reason to, for sure, except for super credits.
Other than super credits.
The only thing that I would want to see more of is like, I want to see bigger, taller buildings, and I want to be inside of them.
Well, and that's probably a memory issue and a limitation of the game itself. So
very possibly, yeah.
So that's probably why that's a thing. But side note, one of my favorite memes that I've seen was the whole city on fire because everybody took like orbitals, like 380s and 120s. They're like, hey, we saved the city, and the city's just rubble because they threw out all the orbitals. Anyway, as a side note meme for you that I found really funny.
But the other big thing, in addition to the urban maps that we're really excited to see filter to the other factions, because that'll be fun to change up the gameplay that way.
Yeah, I can imagine a scout strider just leveling, factory strider just leveling buildings as it's walking in, lumbering into the city.
But the other big thing that we got to talk about is the car. The totally
my
not
favorite,
a warthog.
It's my favorite edition of the whole patch. Give it to me as a stratagem. I'm taking it every time. I don't care. The car is so cool.
I don't even
give us a motorcycle.
I don't even think it's particularly good.
No, it's not. But it's fun. You have the warthog runs that you'd had. See, Halo. It's Halo, guys.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It feels just like Halo 2.
And also, it's not a warthog. It's a puma. And those of you who have watched Red vs. Blue know what I'm talking about. Looks more like a puma.
I do like the way that they've designed the vehicle to be as just like, it's just shitty enough to just fit perfectly into the game.
It's like full arrowhead.
It's a
That's the only way I can describe it.
Transmission car.
and if you're not careful, the machine gun will shoot you if you're leaning out of the door.
Yeah.
Like, that is so arrowhead, it hurts.
Like, I'm sure it'll become way less funny, but oh my gosh, the first time it happened, you just like mowed down the person sticking out of the
So here's a tip on using the car. If you have somebody in the left-hand seat, just have them shoot everything on the left and you shoot everything on the right. Don't turn the gun and shoot your teammates in the back of the head, okay, guys?
Honestly, the best runs that we've had with the car so far have been when we've been a lot more measured. I know the times when I've just been
not going crazy.
Fuck it, we ball, and you just like slam the throttle down and run through shit is when you immediately get destroyed. But that one run that we had the other day where we were just spinning around that same block forever and we ran out of ammo, which I couldn't believe. It was 4 bags of HMG ammo.
Yes, 4 bags. Yes.
Jeez, yeah. So yeah, if you're careful with it, the car can actually last pretty good long time.
And as far as I know, when you run over stuff, you're doing damage to it, right?
I think so. I mean,
I wonder if that's been tested out.
The walkers are kind of like unstoppable,
impervious
walls,
to it. Yeah,
you run into those,
like you can run over the voteless and you can run over the overseers and stuff. But I'm not sure how much damage it does. I would love to see somebody kind of demonstrating that sometime. That'd be an interesting thing to find out, is how much damage it does when you run into something.
We'll get Thick Fillet to bust out his spreadsheet.
Yeah, well, I hope so, man. I'm waiting for that video.
All right, guys, let's see. We're gonna see what the damage breakpoints are for using.
If you run over stuff.
Using the FRV against the Illuminate.
God. Oh, we're dicks.
Who gives this shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Well, so
make your videos more interesting and we won't make fun of you.
If all of that stuff in the patch wasn't enough, though, we also got a new war bond. Like, we are just feeling blessed AF this week.
Yeah, this is just win after win after win for them, and they deserve all the praise that they've worked so hard for in the last, however long they've been working on this update, and to try and hold us over with the smaller updates that they've done, and those 2 patches that they did to buff everything in the game. Like, devs have been hard at work. It shows. We love you guys.
Absolutely. So I haven't tried anything out from the war bond because I'm out of monies, but what are you thinking of the stuff you've tried out so far?
If you're running like a dedicated, like one-handed build, I think the shield backpack that you put in front of you would be really fun to toy around with. The melee weapon is silly as hell. I don't know how it is against the other factions, but I think it'd be fun to just go up and poke things. I did find myself wanting a ranged sidearm at points, because like I'd run out of ammo in my primary. Like I was shooting something from far away, and then I'd go to switch to like my secondary, and it was the stick. And I was like, oh, shoot. I'm
well,
in a bit of a spot
that armor
here.
Give you more ammo?
Yeah, it gives you more reserve ammo, not like mags. Not like in the magazine.
Oh, I see.
It gives you extra bags.
You mean like you're still in the thick of it, and you need to switch to something to finish off. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was like, I'm pretty sure you got plenty of bullets over there.
And then I haven't tried out the emplacement turret, which I'm really excited about. I've seen a couple clips of people using it. It's on the third. It's on the third page, yeah. And I haven't gotten enough medals for that one yet. But is there another weapon? I can't remember. Let me check really quick.
I actually have no idea.
Oh, the fire sentry. The flame sentry is in this.
Which I absolutely need to unlock that, because that would be fun to do with our fire bat.
Mm-hmm.
Do that instead of the mines.
More fire, more better, guys. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the anti-tank emplacement is the emplacement, the turret that I haven't tried yet. And I love turrets that you actually have to man. I think it's interesting, rather than just throwing a sentry down.
Ever since the HMG was buffed and was good, like, we've been wanting more emplacements.
Mm-hmm. Because, I don't know, getting in a turret is fun. It's like jumping in a Warthog tournament, or a turret, or jumping in a stationary turret in a Halo game. Weird, I'll keep coming back to Halo. It's almost like
it's really similar to Halo.
Yeah, anyway, what were you going to say?
Something I was going to say is I really appreciate this new turret, just from what I've seen, is that it's used very differently than like an auto turret. So it's like it could just have been like an autocannon turret that you stand in, because I think that's kind of what we were imagining, is like if the HMG turret is that way, then maybe an autocannon turret would just be like 2 autocannons glued together.
Yeah.
But the way that they've designed this is that it's clearly designed for more like long range, like almost like akin to artillery turret. Yeah, so that's a very different kind of a stratagem that we haven't really seen much of. It's just like it's almost probably closer in usage to a spear than anything.
The best clip I've seen of someone using it is they put it kind of in a high ground spot on a bot mission where they had to destroy command bunkers, and they were able to snipe all 3 of the command bunkers with one of those.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, guys.
Well, you don't know, because we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I should do my own research and just try it out for myself instead of watching videos of other people do it.
Huh. A novel idea.
Novel. Just try things yourself. The world isn't going to end.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
just because you don't have the most effective thing doesn't. Never. I'm not going to get going again. I'm not going to get going again.
Well, let me get you going on something else that's really frustrating. Let's talk about the DSS for a second, because we never did talk about it when it first came out.
Jeez, man. Talk about, this is like the one loss that's happened to Arrowhead in the last little bit, and it was a gigantic dry fart.
Yep, the DSS was pretty underwhelming.
Like, the fact that it was killing you more than helping you, it was what's going on in that design room meeting? Who decided this?
I suspect that a lot of the disappointment that myself and the community at large felt,
it's because we had so much anticipation and hype for it.
It was like five major orders in a row
to get it up and going.
Yeah, and so we were just like, okay, this time. Oh wait, no, we need to get more materials. Okay. Oh, now we gotta
get everybody up there
to like, okay, yeah, just like all of these different things about it, and it was just like, holy shit, this thing is gonna be huge. This is gonna be amazing. Like, what could it possibly be? Is this gonna be like clans or guilds, or what could it possibly work? And
it's gonna be like 380 millimeter things killing you over and over again, doing your missions.
And like I think that they'll figure it out because they took it offline and are rethinking it, and I think that was the right decision.
100%.
Because, like, there were a lot of times where we needed the DSS to go somewhere to, like, counteract the, resistance level of whatever planets that we were going to, and that planet wasn't even an option for us to send it to. Like, it on top of it being, like wildly disappointing, it also just wasn't very functional, and it wasn't very interactive or fun, and I think that was the
it was just kind of this passive thing that you just kind of noticed every now and again, unless you were getting the bombardment, which you noticed a lot because it was killing you.
Yeah, and that's like old school Arrowhead. It's like, did nobody test this first? Like, because if you just
where's the QA?
Do one mission with that, you would know that, like, oh, this is trash. This is terrible. This is not fun. This is not useful. Nobody's gonna like this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just a head scratcher, man. You just couldn't believe that they let that come out the way that it did.
Yeah, I would like to have a lot more interactivity with it. It just was, like a bunch of passive things. They probably intended to be like a sample dump for people. And it just, I think I donated like once or twice, and I was just like, man, I don't care.
I just don't care. Yeah,
just going to be parked over on some bug planet for the rest of the forever.
Well, what I was going to say before you brought up that point was, I hate the people that come and defend the team killing aspect of it. Like, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is you're just wrong. There's what's fun about being ragdolled and killed by your own stuff. Like when your friends do it on purpose, that's kind of funny. But when it's something out of your control,
situational, yeah.
Like, and it's, I don't know, man. It boggles my mind that people thought that was okay.
Yeah, there weren't very many good defenses of the DSS, and I don't miss it at all. I sometimes forget that it was even in the game.
Yeah, same. It needs to be reworked. It needs to do something else. Because random bonuses on planets that the one planet that it's on is not a good enough use for it. It could be so much better and so much more. I'm okay with that aspect
of it. I just want it to be a lot more interactive, like for it to just be like raining freedom down randomly across the battlefield, or just
like maybe it gives you extra stratagems or something.
Yeah, give us extra stratagems.
Give us a real, honest to goodness benefit.
Because, like, if you want to do, like, the 380 thing, make it so we choose where it goes.
Yeah.
Instead of it just exploding everything around us and never killing anything. Like, I don't think I ever saw anything get hit except us.
Yeah, I feel like I was being targeted. It's like I was a traitor and I was inside the map.
Mm-hmm. I heard people liked the Eagle one, but I never got to play while that one was going.
No, because we were frustrated by it, and so we weren't playing at the time.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, things that are not fun discourage players from coming back. And you can see this very clearly. Like, the Illuminate are fun to fight, and we've had record high player counts all week long.
Yep. Put out good stuff, the people will come.
Mm-hmm.
If you build it, they will come. Fill the dreams, anybody? No? Okay.
I guess the bottom line is, though, that Arrowhead has come through when it's mattered.
100%. Yeah, they've earned a lot of built up faith.
Yeah,
from the player base, I'd say.
Feels good to be excited about the game again. The arrival of the Illuminate and the car and the new maps, and then we didn't even talk about some of the new mission types. Like that's also been
the mission types have been good.
Yep, just keep giving us new stuff. I don't think that they'll ever get this chance again to do something this big. I could be wrong on that. I would be happy to.
We'll be pleasantly surprised again. Yeah, we'd love to be proven wrong.
But it's going to be tough to top this. Like even as they roll out new Illuminate units, I just think it'll be really, really hard to top the amount of excitement and just general happiness that the community is experiencing right now from something so
we're gonna go
so novel.
Well, here's the cycle. You go through this honeymoon period of about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then people are like, okay, like where's the new stuff? And then you'll start to get the complaining. It's a vicious cycle with live service games like this.
Yeah, well, and I think that the trick of it is to just find balance. I think, I know we've backed off of playing this game quite a bit.
100%, and it's been really, really healthy for our play sessions.
Yeah, and I hope that if we do have subscribers or dare I say fans that are watching us, I hope that they enjoy the stuff that we're going to make for other games. Like I said, we've been playing a lot of Path of Exile lately, and I don't know if we're really planning on making content for that.
I don't really think so. I think that's more of just we play that off in our own time.
It's just a fun thing.
I don't think that the kind of stuff in our style of video really fits Path of Exile very much.
No, not really. But we're having a really good time with it. It's everything that we wish Diablo would have been, and we'll talk more in depth about this when we do our end of the year video, and we'll talk about all the stuff that we played this year and what we liked. So be sure to subscribe and click the like button and click the bell notification so that you don't miss it.
That's why. That's what you know why I do a clown laugh? Because you're a clown.
We do have a completely new thing that we're going to try out coming next year. It's going to be really big and ambitious. I hope that we can pull it off.
I hope so too, because I'm really excited about to revisit some childhood stuff.
Yeah, we're going to do some retro stuff, but do it in a really interesting way that I don't think I've seen anyone else do.
Hopefully it's interesting.
If you're still watching at this point, you're absolutely going to love it. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
If you like to just hear us ramble on about video games, then
random stuff,
you're going to love it.
Yes, it's going to be great. Tune in.
Anyway, I think that's all we have for right now.
Thanks for tuning in. We're the Sticky Bandits.
Yeah.
On the real, though, if you like this kind of stuff, that we do this, consider subscribing.
I already told them to do that, Luke.
Yeah, but you did it in the douche tuber way. I was doing it in the nice way. Now you've ruined it, and I don't want to do it anymore.
All right, we'll just end it here then. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye, guys.